Dear friends, there are only a few hours left until the end of 2024. For some, this one was easy, and for others, it was difficult. Unfortunately, for many for us, the year was difficult. We experienced many sirens, rocket, fire, and blackout. Someone lost their home, and someone lost their loved ones. Let's get down to the bottom of the year. What was the year for the Minecraft server? From the beginning of the year until March, the online situation was difficult. The Minecraft server was partially shut down from mid-February to April 1st, but after the 1st, the server finally reopened by mid-May. We created several airlines, such as Ukraine International Airlines, Polish Airlines, Romanian airline Tarum, as well as American Airlines. We built 4 airports: Washington, London, München, Warsaw, and Bucharest. And now let's move on to unpleasant events. On May 13, 14, 2024, Britain, together with pro-Russian Germany, invaded Poland, destroyed Warsaw, roads, bridges, and small settlements, and then began to demand what they needed. I and the Polish side completely refused and were able to return everything to normal. That is, we were able to return Warsaw and other settlements before the attack. A few days later, Poland carried out several strikes on British facilities. The war lasted until May 24, and then, fortunately, ended on that day. However, peace in Europe lasted 1 month. Around June 21-22, a new country, Belarus, appeared on the Minecraft server. But the government was pro-Russian, which threatened to destroy the European state, Sweden. We were able to pressure Belarus so that it would not take aggressive actions, but we were only able to restrain the pro-Russian authorities for 2-3 weeks. At the end of this month, aggressive Britain struck Poland again, this time on the runway at Warsaw Hopin Airport. This is due to the fact that the Lord's Union organization took all the planes of the British airline and sent them to various airports in Europe, and also closed the London airport for several days. We did it because of the inappropriate behavior of the British leader. On July 4-5, 2024, we opened the new international airport Antalya, which will receive almost all flights from the countries of the world. Britain trolled us with "Good night, Antalya," but Ukrainian intelligence flew to coast of London to broadcast "Good night, British." The leader couldn't stand it and decided to launch a morning massive attack on Ukraine and Belgium. We reacted violently and promised that we would destroy United British. The next day, July 6-7, Romanian troops entered London and completely eliminated the aggressive country and leaders of British. After less than 2 days, Belarus returned and started active firefights on the border between the three states, Belarus, Poland, and Sweden. The hostilities lasted until July 14-16. There were a lot of events, but to summarize, several European countries were affected: Belarus, Sweden, Poland, and even Ukraine. The war in Western Europe ended with the complete destruction of pro-Russian Belarus. On July 16, Germany became the last country to oppose Poland, invading it, but this time we were able to hold back the Russian players. And in the evening of that day, Poland used a nuclear weapon on Berlin, leaving the city in ruins. On July 17, Polish and Lithuanian troops reached Berlin, but the fighting was fierce and continued until the organization, the Lord's Union, issued an arrest warrant for a Russian player who supported chaos in Europe and the destruction of the Minecraft server. After being arrested and sent to prison, the war officially ended. On July 19, Romania and Lithuania become members of the European Union and Schengen zone, and Lithuania became a member of NATO. By August 6, 12, Europe restored everything and removed the terrible consequences, signed the end of the Second World War. There has been a real and just peace in Europe. From July 30 to August 1st, Romania, together with the European Union, built a road between Bucharest and the Ukrainian border at a great pace. Autumn was very interesting for us and brought a lot of interesting news. If we add December, then from September to the end of December this year, in 4 months we built 4 more new airports: Lviv, Krakow, Budapest, and also restored the international airports in former London, which on July 7 the aggressive leader of Britain, after the attack on Ukraine and Belgium, also bombed its airport. We built 3 new Polish roads to Lublin and 2 more to the border with Sweden and Lithuania. On October 28, a new road was opened in Ukraine between Kyiv and Lviv. This track has its own number U10. At the beginning of October, we managed to return 4 regions that were unusable to players to normal state. This is a small victory for us and the NightCraft server. At the beginning of December, a road was built in Hungary with the support of the European Union between the capital Budapest and the Polish border, where the road leads to the European cities. Is it hard to believe that it is true? But we have done a lot and are doing everything for you. Dear friends, this year there were massive power outages of 4, 8 and even 14 hours. There were difficult moments in the summer, but we survived. There were small blackouts in the fall, but we survived again. And we will survive everything, no matter who said that the situation will be even worse. But you have to believe as much as possible that it won't happen. We all thought and feared what the consequences would be if there was a blackout or massive rocket attack. But we have already experienced everything and are used to it. Let 2025 be the year of real and just peace for us, for our country. We are all waiting for this day to come and will come. Let civil planes and peaceful skiffs fly over our country. No sirens, no rockets, and no Iran Shahed. May this year be as easy and joyful as possible for us. No loss, no pain, and no heavens. Happy New Year 2025!